Hi there, I'm Scott Simi, Chief Content Editor with InDro Robotics, and this edition of our Soundbite micro podcast is part 2 of Ask an Engineer. So joining me once again is InDro's Director of Engineering, Arron Griffiths. Welcome, Arron.
Thank you for having me, Scott.
So last time around, we took a dip into the challenges of autonomy. This time around, another massive topic that we can't obviously cover all of it in maybe 5 minutes or so, AI. So first question, how important is AI in robotics today?
It's the secret sauce. It's the thing that should catapult robots into everyone's home and into the reality that we live in.
So compute power is getting staggering. There's an embedded system from NVIDIA I was looking at today that's capable of 2,000 TOPS, or trillions of operations per second. I actually learned a new word. 2,000 trillion is 2 quadrillion. Now, I can't even get my head around numbers like that. A, how about you? And B, what difference does this make to robotics?
So in the computing world, large numbers like that have come from just compounding scale factors. So GPUs is what NVIDIA makes, and they're parallel processors. So you don't think of them as one chip, you think of them as 1,000 chips working together at once. So that's how you get those ridiculous numbers. What do I think of it? I think it is one method of us potentially reaching general AI, which is the ultimate goal of AI. There are other methods people are investigating with different chip architectures, including quantum computers as well. So I think we're in a bit of a chip arms race again, like we did with the CPUs back in the 80s and 90s, and it's going to be an exciting time.
With the integration of large language models like ChatGPT, is it fair to suggest at some point that our interaction with robots might be increasingly by voice commands?
Yes and no. So we've had voice commands for a while with Alexa and Siri and stuff like that, and we've really struggled to get them to work. Now ChatGPT and others like Claude and Meta's are a lot better at understanding humans, and so we will use it a lot more than we currently do. But I still think we have a habit of pressing buttons. Like, people still text, we still press buttons on microwaves and stuff. So I think you won't completely eliminate basic controls, but voice commands will become more ubiquitous, I would say.
Of course, it's tough to really predict where AI will eventually take us, and some have some fairly dark predictions. What are your own thoughts looking forward and based on where we've been and where we're at now?
Oh, that is a good question. So I've thought about this quite a bit, and I don't think we even know what general AI will look like when we see it. What I mean by that is we have this imagination that it's going to be like us, but that's not guaranteed. Like, it could be a different version of a human or a different type of animal or something even alien to us. And so its goals and its priorities may not be anything like ours. I'm a little bit more of an optimist that we'll find out what machines want to do and how they think, and we may have to come to some sharp realizations about rights around things that are intelligent. But that's a bigger conversation about society.
There was something I saw go by on X the other day where someone in the know basically was suggesting that others in the know say that by 2030, AI will have the intelligence equivalent or actually surpassing the collective intelligence of all of humanity, of the skills, languages, everything that every brain on Earth possesses. Do you think that's possible?
In 5 years, Probably not, to be honest. They're already hitting the upper limits of what the models can do, and so what they're doing now is they're parallelizing a bunch of models together, and so you're searching models to find which model's the best model for the thing that you're particularly asking about. I think the illusion will be good enough, but I don't think it's going to be like a god AI in 5 years' time, as much as the CEOs of these big companies would like you to believe.
Finally, if people are willing to ask some questions via comments, would you be willing to hop on again at some point in the future, when you have time, and answer them?
Yes, under one rule, that they're more pointed at robots being beneficial. I know people are fairly scared of robotics and AI, and as much as we like to think about the consequences of what we're going to do, it's not necessarily a good exercise to like ponder and speculate of the doom and gloom.
Perfect. Totally agree. Arron Griffiths, Director of Engineering with InDro Robotics, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Scott.